Hey traders, welcome back to the Modest Money channel. Today I'm tackling a question I get asked all the time. Is seeking alpha premium worth it? I'll get into the benefits as well as shortcomings and stick around for an exclusive discount code in case you decide a seeking alpha description is worth it. All right, let's start by answering is seeking alpha reliable? Judging by the overall great rating of 4 out of 5 stars from over 400 reviewers, I'd say it is reliable. But with so many free stock research options available, is the Seeking Alpha subscription worth it? I mean, why pay for something when you can just Google stock information, right? That's exactly what I thought when I first checked it out, but after digging into the different subscription tiers, I realized there's more to it than meets the eye. So, let me walk you through what you get with each plan. I'll get into the details of all these features later in the video. Okay, let's start with the basic plan, which is totally free. Now, if you're just getting your feet wet, this is a nice way to test out the platform. You get one free premium article, the ability to set up a portfolio, and real-time stock alerts. But that's about it. You won't get access to the tools that really make Seeking Alpha useful, like their quant ratings, dividend grades, and stock screeners. I gave the basic plan a shot when I first started, but honestly, I felt like I was just scratching the surface. Now, this is where Seeking Alpha really shines. The premium plan gives you unlimited access to expert investor content, which means you can read as many articles as you want from analysts, fund managers, and experienced traders. I've found this super helpful when I'm trying to understand a company's long-term potential because you get to see different viewpoints instead of just one person's opinion. Maybe the best feature you gain access to is the Quant Ratings. These ratings are based on actual data, not just opinions. Seeking Alpha uses an algorithm to rank stocks as buy, strong buy, hold, sell, or strong sell. And get this, their strong buy picks have historically outperformed the S&P 500. I don't know about you, but I like when the numbers back up the hype. You will also get access to their stock and ETF screeners, which are a must if you are on the hunt for new investment opportunities. If you have a decent-sized portfolio, you will also want access to their Portfolio Health Check tool, which will help you spot weaknesses in your portfolio. Okay, so then there's the Pro plan, which costs $99 for the first month and then $2,400 per year. This one's built more for institutional investors or advanced traders. For most retail investors, Pro is probably overkill, unless you're managing a pretty big portfolio and need those extra insights. All you really gain for all that extra money is access to their short ideas and coverage of some less-known stocks that don't get much typical coverage by Wall Street. So it's clear to me that Seeking Alpha Premium is the sweet spot. Plus, I've got an exclusive $30 off discount in the description, which brings it down to just $269. Okay, let's get into those features in a little more detail so you can better assess if Seeking Alpha is worth it for you. First up, unlimited access to premium articles. Seeking Alpha has over 1 million articles, written by everyone from professional analysts to experienced retail investors. And these aren't just surface-level opinions. They often include detailed breakdowns of company fundamentals, industry trends, and potential risks. I've personally found some interesting investment ideas by reading these articles, especially when I'm researching a sector I'm less familiar with. It's definitely helpful to see what others are thinking without having to search across multiple websites. Next, let's talk about the Quant Ratings, which are a pretty useful feature if you like to make decisions based on data. The system analyzes stocks using 5 key factors: valuation, growth, profitability, momentum, and earnings revisions. What's nice is that Seeking Alpha uses an algorithm to rank stocks as buy, strong buy, hold, sell, or strong sell. I often use these ratings as a starting point when I'm considering new stocks. They're not perfect, but as I mentioned, the historical backtests show that their strong buy stocks have outperformed the S&P 500 over time. So it's definitely a tool I pay attention to. If you like to explore new stock ideas or compare potential investments side by side, you'll probably appreciate the stock screeners and comparison tools. You can filter stocks based on things like dividend yield, analyst sentiment, growth metrics, and more. I personally find this useful when I'm narrowing down options, especially when I'm comparing several stocks in the same industry. You can line up 6 companies at once and instantly see how they stack up. It's a great way to quickly identify which ones deserve a deeper look. One thing that surprised me when I first started using Seeking Alpha was the community aspect. They have a worldwide community of over 20 million users. It's not just a one-way stream of information. There are tons of active discussions under most articles, where people share alternative viewpoints, challenge assumptions, and bring up risks you might not have considered. I've learned a lot just by following these conversations, especially when people with different investing styles debate a stock's future potential. It's nice to have that second layer of insight beyond the data and articles. So, there are a lot of reasons to like Seeking Alpha, but I did come across some complaints that should be addressed. A few users complained about their refund policy. Seeking Alpha offers an introductory rate of just $4.95 for the first month, and then you are billed for the entire year. So, it is important that you cancel your subscription before the end of that introductory month if you think that Seeking Alpha Premium is not worth it. Here is another complaint that I found in some of the negative Seeking Alpha reviews. It seems that if your account lapses, you will lose the alerts you set. Hopefully, this is something Seeking Alpha will fix in the future. It doesn't seem like too hard of a fix to me. But in the meantime, make sure not to let your subscription lapse, especially if you rely on the alerts feature to keep up on the latest stock developments. And then there are the podcasts. Now, I wasn't expecting much from this feature at first, but Seeking Alpha actually produces some really useful investing podcasts. One I listen to pretty often is Wall Street Breakfast, which gives you a quick rundown of the top financial news every morning. I usually throw it on while I'm making coffee, so I can start the day knowing if there's been any big news overnight. The other one I've gotten into is called Investing Experts, which dives into more detailed discussions about market trends, stock analysis, and investing strategies. All right, so to answer if Seeking Alpha is worth it, I think their premium subscription is definitely worth it. The basic subscription is too limited and the pro is too expensive. The premium membership is just right. If you do decide to give it a try, don't forget to take advantage of that exclusive $30 off link in the description. If you found this video useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching and happy investing.